Okay, guys. So the first thing I want you to do is please put the heading on. I'm numbering my pages. I'm just going in order. So I'm not asking you. You don't have to be on the same page number. Maybe it take you like 3 pages for the last assignment. I don't care how many pages. I just care that you're putting them one after the other and that you can go through and find your stuff. So I'm on page 21. I don't care what page you're on as long as you're not leaving big empty spaces and not gluing it in out of order. Go ahead and get that in. When you're done with that, go ahead and close your computer screen or set it to the side. Do something so I know that you're ready for notes. Lozano, where's your journal, baby? Are we ready? Okay, your first step is going to be break into factors. Break into factors. Now, you can go all the way to prime if you want to, but I'm lazy. I only go as far as I have to. I'm going to think of 12 as 3 times 4. I could have also done 2 times 6. Or I could have also done 2 times 2 times 3. Which I'm running out of space, so I'm writing kind of small. All of those would work. But I'm doing 3 times 4 because 8 I can think of as 2 times 4. I could have also broken it all the way down as 2 times 2 times 2. But this is easiest for me. What do you guys think we do next? I labeled this 2, but it's the first step. I'm sorry. What do you think we do next, y'all? Once we have our factors, what do we do? What can I do with this? What can I do? It's already a fraction. How can I simplify? Tell me how. What can I do? Is there anything we can get rid of? I'm going to reduce. It just means cancel out anything that's the same top and bottom. So what's our answer going to be? What's on top? That's my numerator. What's my denominator? This is your numerator. I'm going to be looking that you've labeled that so that we can start using the correct vocabulary. My spelling is stinky, so I'm going to write that bigger so you can read it. Denominator, numerator. What do I do when I have a negative? Do you need me to pause? Am I going too fast? Are we ready? Okay. So it's going to be the same steps. The only thing that's different is we have a negative going on. That's not a big deal. Just leave it chilling in the front. Break down 72 for me. Give me any two numbers that multiply to 72. Do you know how to find those numbers?
7 times 9.
7 times 9, 63.
9 times 8.
9 times 8. Yup. Now, if I've got a 9 on the bottom, the top, I don't need to break this 9 down anymore. You follow me? I'm just going to leave that 9 on the bottom. Lozano, what can I do now? Tell me what to do. You're right. I am going to simplify, but I need you to tell me what that means. Tell me what to cancel out. Tell me what to reduce. Tell me what it means. Need me a minute? Or you need me to ask somebody else? Okay. Diego, can you help him out? What can I do? Guys, what's the same on the top and the bottom? What do we do with them? What's left? Almost. You'd get it wrong if you have 8. What are we forgetting? Don't forget that negative's chilling. Oscar, put it away. What do I do? I could. Help me break down the 60. I always start whichever side's bigger, and I break that side down. Is it possible to take 60 and break it into groups of 6? How many groups would I have?
2.
I'd have 10 groups. And just leave the negative chilling. Chilling out front. Doesn't matter. And I've got a 6 on top. Diego and Lozano work together, or tell either one of you redeem yourselves and tell me what we do. Cross out those 6s. Okay, and this is where most people mess up. What's my answer? 10's part of the answer. Negative's part of the answer. Was that 10 on the top or the bottom? So it has to stay on the bottom, so what's going to be on the top? A 1. It's a placeholder. So 6 divided by 6, right? If you have 6 cookies and 6 people, everybody gets 1 if you play fair. In my house, that's not how we play, but if you play fair, that's how you go. You guys with me? So you just have 1 on the top. Okay, let's go to a harder one. Big fraction bar here. Have you guys ever seen a layer cake like that? That's stacks on stacks, right? So let's break it down. Step 1 is going to be to rewrite. So I'm going to show you how to rewrite. We're going to make a little code here. If I have A divided by B, and then big fraction C over D. Okay? So this is the big fraction bar. You're going to change that to be A over B divided by C over D, which is the same thing as, we're going to come and fill this in just a second. We're just going to do one baby bite at a time. I'm glad you guys made it through Snowpocalypse or Stormageddon. I have an easier time saying Stormageddon than Snowpocalypse. Tell me when you guys are ready. Okay, I think you guys are ready. So we're going to rewrite this. Help me rewrite this, okay? What am I going to write down first?
5 and 6.
5 over the 6. Perfect. Divided by what?
2 over negative 4.
It's 9, but yes.
Oh, that's 9? Oh, I got the wrong one.
That's my bad. I have handwriting like a doctor, which I thought when I was a kid was good, but now not so much. Okay. Do you guys know how to divide fractions? This is from 3rd grade, so it's kind of a long time ago to remember. What do you got?
Yeah, cross.
Yeah, cross. So I always learned keep, change, flip. You're going to keep the first fraction exactly the same. You're going to change division to multiply, and you're going to flip the second fraction. Flip the second fraction. So see how we have the first one? Change it to multiply, and flip the second fraction. So here, I'm going to say A over B times D over C. I do not mind if you jump to this step on our next few problems. If you jump to here, that's fine. I just want you to understand the process of how we got there. Okay. Step 2. Break into factors. Can I break 5 down anymore? Are there any two numbers that multiply to 5 that are whole numbers? Just,
5 times 1.
yeah, 5 times 1, which is called prime. Prime is when you can only multiply the number by itself, by 1 to get itself back. So we're going to leave 5 alone. What about the 9? Can I break that down? What are two numbers that multiply to 9?
3 times 3.
I'm going to do a negative 3 times 3. I need one of them to be negative so that I have the negative still accounted for. Can we break down the 6?
2 times 3.
2 times 3, and then the 2 is still chilling. What's going to be step 3? What are we going to do next, y'all?
Solve it.
Basically, what are we going to try to do? Am I going to try to combine things, divide things, cross things out? What are we going to? We want to try to
Cancel out.
cancel out.
So simple.
Reduce is the same thing as cancel out. I'm going to try to cancel stuff out. What can cancel out in the top and the bottom?
3.
Goodbye 3, goodbye 3. Is there anything else I can do?
No.
So step 4 is just to simplify. What is 5 times 3? Sorry, 5 times negative 3.
15.
Negative 15, good. What is 2 times 2?
4.
Good. And that's as good as it gets, you guys. The most important part is knowing where the fat line is. When you're ready, turn the page. We're going to do a couple more of these ones before I move on to, now to be honest, these stacked fractions, you were supposed to learn these in like 5th or 6th grade, but most of you didn't. I didn't learn these, like I might have learned them in 5th or 6th grade, but I didn't really understand them till Algebra 2. So if you're understanding this, you're on par. You're right where you need to be. If you're struggling with these ones, we need to work with you and get some basic skills filled in so that you're not confused and frustrated. So we're going to do a couple more like this, and then we've got some ones that have variables in them. I've kept them pretty simple. We're on example 5, yeah? Okay. And I'm on page 22. Let's do this one. Can you guys do the rewrite step? Sorry, give me a second. There you go. Okay, you guys, can you help me with the rewrite step? What do I write down first? Marvin, if you need to be on the phone, I don't mind if you step out. I do mind if you do it during the lesson. What do I do first?
You write down the first fraction.
Which is?
Negative 1 over 2.
Good. What do I do next? Someone besides Lozano. Sandro. Jerry, can you help me? What do I do next?
So write it down 1 over 3.
Good. Jacob, can you help me?
Put negative 1 over 2.
Sorry?
Put negative 1 over 2.
Yep, I'm with you.
Multiply.
Okay.
3 over 1.
Good. Guys, all of these are prime, which means you can't break them down anymore. So just multiply. What's negative 1 times 3?
Negative 3.
What's 2 times 1?
2.
You done. You are done. Okay, let's do an example that's a little harder. Oh, this is supposed to be a 5. Okay, this one is a little bit harder. This is what you'll see on, you'll see 1 or 2 of these on your homework. Here's thing you need to see. Can you guys see that that's a smaller line than that one? Okay, whichever one's smaller, this is your group. And this is the top. So this is like -2, and I'm going to put it over 1 just to keep it simple for myself. And then I divide it by, what was the bottom fraction? What's our bottom fraction? Good. And from there, you guys can handle it. The hardest part is knowing where that line is. So let's break it down now. Jacob, tell me what to do. Good. Good. Oscar, can you bring us home? Okay, I'll give you a second, no problem. Yeah. Good job. I'm just looking to see if we can reduce. On this step, all I'm doing is seeing if we can break it down. These are all prime. That's a 9. It can break it down to 3s, but that doesn't help me at all, right? I could have had 3 times 3, but that doesn't help me because there's nothing to cross out. So that's as good as it gets. Are you guys ready for some more challenging algebra ones? The algebra ones are easier because they're not stacked. They're just a single fraction. What we're really checking for here is that you understand what exponents mean. Step 1, write it out. So remember, the power is how many times you're going to write it. So I've got 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 B's. I've got 4. And then how many B's am I going to write? 3. 1, 2, 3. Step 2, you're going to reduce. What can we cross out, top and bottom? How many? 1, 2, 3. What's left on top? 7 what? What's left on the denominator? You're done. This should be a good time to remember. You know you can just subtract the exponents, right? 4 take away 3, I'm going to have 1 left on top. If I have more on the bottom, I'm going to have more left on the bottom. So for example, if I had 10, let's do x's. Pick a number, any number that's smaller than 10. 5 it is. 8. Pick a number bigger than 5 and smaller than 10.
8.
I'm going to pick 7 just because I already have an 8 on the board. Let's break it down. First of all, let's look at the numbers. Can the 8 and the 10 break down to something that will cancel out? Yeah, I'm going to think of this as 2 times 5. And I'm going to think of this as 2 times 4. How many X's do I write on the top? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many on the bottom? I don't know about you, but it's not fun to write that out a lot. I mean, if it helps you, absolutely do it. Tell me your name again. Pedro, right?
Yeah.
Tell me, what can I cross out?
The X's.
How many?
5.
What else can I cross out? Anybody? What is my numerator? What's left on top? What's left in the denominator? An x squared. When you get good at this, you want to know what I want to see? If I was doing this for myself now, this is what I would do. I would literally do 2 times 5 up here, 2 times 4 down here. I would cross the 2's out. I would circle those and say 2 on the bottom. And I would literally just have 5 over 4x squared. And that would be how I show my work. I don't care as long as I can understand what you're doing. You follow me? Okay, let's do one more example like these. And then I think you guys should be good to work on whatever you need to. I want to give you the time. I want to honor your time. (7t cubed over 63t to the 8th). What do we do? Write it out. Absolutely can. Michael, you okay, honey? I can't tell if you're taking a nap or if you're actually doing okay. If you need to go get a drink of water or go to the restroom, that's fine. Anybody tell me what to write on the numerator?
7. And T equals
Good. What's in the denominator?
63.
Which I can break into what?
9 and
7 times 9. And then how many t's?
3.
1, 2, 3, and then how many more do I need? I need a total of, so how many more do I need? I'm too lazy to write them out. You follow me? Does this make sense to you guys?
What happened?
I just didn't want to write it 5 times. Is it okay that I did 2 to the 5? Okay, let's cross stuff out. What can I do with the 7s? What can I do with the t's? What's left in the numerator? Oh, 1. What's in the denominator?
9.
You guys are masters.
4.
Should be 5, right? Because 8 take away 3 is 5. You guys are masters. Now, please make sure, I'm trying to find my cursor. Please make sure that you're turning in your work. Make sure you take pictures of these and upload it. Make sure you're doing your work. So in your journal, over here should be the assignment page. And it should have the name of this, which is going to be review. And then it's going to be fractions and division. I should see work happening. So this one was our notes. And this one is your assignment. Okay, so the assignment one, you guys are doing great. I'm really proud of you for how hard you're working. We're gonna get you there. All right, good job, guys. I'm gonna upload this for our online students as soon as I find my cursor.